thanks for tuning in. Oh no. Hey guys, I don't really have a video this week, although this would be considered a video. I'm taking this engine out. This is a Optima from the last video, and I am actually, this week I am up in Dallas all week long training. Yeah, technicians got to train. It's that time of year. So the training is for the EV battery, the new EV battery diagnostics for Kia, basically. And I'll show you if I can. We're not supposed to take pictures in that facility. It's a really nice facility though, so I'll try and take some pictures, maybe put it up on this video. I do have some videos coming out that I'm waiting on parts. So what's coming up? I have a 24, or is it a 25, I can't remember, CX-90 hybrid that has a hybrid issue. Check this out. This is a 2024 PHEV CX-90 Skyactiv PHEV. So look at that, look at all that room in there. So this has a issue with the hybrid system, and we are going to diagnose it, try and figure out what the heck is going on. It has a big message on the display screen. So look at that right there. Hopefully you can see that. Hybrid system malfunction. Have the vehicle inspected. Yeah, I'm waiting on parts on that thing. I have a I think it's a 24-25 Kia EV9 that I'm waiting for on a high voltage battery pack. So yeah, that's that battery pack's been on back order forever. I'm doing a review on it's an X-Tool, A30M X-Tool. It's a really cool tool. I have that video that needs to come out this month. Yeah, on this X-Tool A30M, I am going to be diagnosing a Mazda using just the data list. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool tool. You should check that out. That video should be coming out this month. We are going to do a data list diagnostic on this Mazda 3 using the AnyScan app and the X-Tool A30M. The customer is complaining about the vehicle having running really rough. Doesn't want to run right, runs rough, especially sitting at a stop sign or something like that. It may actually, the RPMs could rise and starting to flare up on them and doing all kinds of weird stuff, and they got a check engine light. So the first thing we're going to do is get into it and see what codes we got, and then get into the data list and diagnose it like that. So let's check it out. Other than that, I have some other things. I have a project that I'm going to be doing. Welcome to my new project. what you're thinking. Why? What? Why? Well, this thing fell into my lap, and I need a car. I need a car for my daughter. Needs a car, actually, as she's learning how to drive. So I'm gonna fix this thing up, and I'm gonna surprise her with it. She's gonna get a car. And you know, I know I know what you're saying. This thing fell in my lap. Okay, it needs a lot of work, obviously. Look, it's got, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7-cylinder. Yeah, did you know that Kia made a 7-cylinder? Yeah, there it is, GDI, 7-cylinder. So, from what I've been told about this, it has no compression. So it's probably going to need an engine. I don't know why it has no compression. You know, maybe we need to do some head work on it. Maybe head's warped and the deck's warped and we need a new engine. I don't know. We're going to have to get into this thing. We're going to have to diagnose it and find out what's going on. Plus, besides the obvious fact that it needs to be cleaned up big time. We got a big dent, and I think I can get that out. I'm pretty sure I can get that out. You know, other than that, I mean, if you look at this car, well, let me close the hood. So, there's something about this car that I've always liked. It's a Rio. It's a 2012 Kia Rio hatchback, 4-door, well, 5-door if you count the hatch in the back. But something about this car just makes it look, to me, it just looks kind of cool. It's not like the Rio sedan. The Rio sedan, meh. But this one, there's something about it. Yeah, something about this stroke right here. Something about just the way that it is. I just always thought it was kind of a cool looking car. And I think it would be a good first time car for someone who's never owned a car. Yeah, we got, you know, quite a bit to do. It looks like somebody robbed the bank. Let me see if we can get this door open. Looks like somebody robbed the bank and an ink packet blew up in the trunk or in the back seat right here. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna do some grilling. That's free. So, yeah, it looked like, you know, during the bank robbery, one of the ink packets blew out. So I don't know how, that is kind of coming off. I don't know how well that's going to come out of that seat, but we need to get it out. We need to clean this entire thing up. The paint is not that bad. It's not too bad. I mean, it is sunburnt right here on the top, down the A-pillar, and spots on the hood. The headlights need to be restored. I don't think that's going to be a big deal, but I mean, you know, it's got a shine to it. The paint, you know, down below is not that bad. We need to rework this, figure out something. I was thinking about, you know, doing a wrap on it, you know. Got some dings here and there. But I was thinking about doing a wrap on it, and then I called the people, because I don't know how to do a wrap. You know, I've never done that before. Don't know anything about it. I figured, hey, can't be too bad, right? One single color, you know, no graphics, nothing like that. Yeah, $4,500. Are you kidding me? It doesn't need a wrap. It's fine the way it is. We'll rework this. We'll figure something out. Heck, even if I need to sand it and paint it, clear coat it myself. Do we have time? I don't know. I do not know. She is just starting her training, her driving portion of the training, and she is being taught by yours truly. So it's my decision as to when she's done and ready for her own car. These wheels and hubcaps, they leave a lot to be desired. I would love to replace those wheels with some quality rims, and it's most definitely going to need new tires for sure, and you know, new battery, new engine, you know, new seats, you know. We'll see. Whenever I get to it, then I get to it, and we're gonna start tearing into this, hopefully sooner than later, and we will see. We'll see what happens. I use this homemade plumb bob to line up the mount right there with this, so you know, when I bring it down, then it'll line up better. So that's how I do it. Is it perfect? No, it ain't perfect, but it gets me right in the ballpark, you know. So I thank you guys for sticking around, watching, and hey, you know, your time is precious, and I really appreciate you using your precious time to watch my videos. I really appreciate the heck out of each and every one of you. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Let's see. Engine going in, bay 2. Still just me.